Hello everyone and welcome to Game 1 of the Junior Varsity Finals here in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. We have the ESM Sharks, we have the Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls in a 3-game battle to decide who is the best in the Junior Varsity League. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell over on the camera. We will be taking you through this entire 45-minute stretch of hockey. Again, I said 3-game series. That means no matter who wins tonight, we will not crown a champion. Maybe you get it tomorrow. Brady Campbell will be on that call. Past that, up in the air. Of course, this could end in 2 games. This could go to 3, just like Smithtown, Hauppauge, and St. Anthony's went. You never really know. Taking a look at what these two teams did in the regular season, the Sharks were 18-1-1, 37 total points. They were the number 1 seed coming into the playoffs. Had a 3-2 win against St. Anthony's, the gold team that is, in the semifinals, and a 5-3 win against Longwood in the quarters. Smithtown Hauppauge, 16-3-1 in the regular season, 23 total points. They were the second place team and were the 2nd seed coming into the tournament. Took care of business in a win over Sachem and took care of business in a win over KPC. That's how they got to the finals. These two teams, the number 1 and number 2 seed, ready to do battle. So we get a little bit more time in this pre-game warm-up for all these players to get set and ready to go. I would be remiss to not talk about Ryan Helbig when I see an ESM game. Why, you may ask? Well, the guy had 65 points in 20 games played in the regular season, 3 playoff points. Not exactly the most out of Helbig. I'm sure he's looking for a little bit more production now that he's into the finals against this Smithtown Hauppauge team. For the Bulls, Liam McNamara, the name to listen for. The number to watch is 12. You can see him skating around at the far end right now. He's getting prepped and ready to go as well, twirling his stick, looking over at the crowd. He wants to take in the scenes in front of him. McNamara, 20 goals, 20 assists, 40 points in 17 games played. No slouch himself. We're going to get 15 minutes on the clock. First period getting prepped and ready to go. Again, it's the finals. I don't think I need to reiterate what's at stake right now. School pride, Smithtown Hauppauge. This is the 2nd final they're in for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. 3rd if you include the states finals that they were in. Obviously, JV does not go on to states. That's why their finals are so much later on. But this group that you see in front of you for the Bulls, and I also have to give props to where credit is due, the Sharks are going to be a force in varsity next year as well. Didn't have a varsity team. That's how new they are to this Suffolk County High School Hockey League. They're yet to age this group forward to the varsity level. Nonetheless, the battle you see right here, what I'm trying to tell you, the battle you see right here could be a battle next year in the varsity finals. Obviously, St. Anthony's will have something to say about that, Sachem, KPC, and the likes, but I don't care about those teams right now. They're out of my mind. ESM Sharks, Smithtown Hauppauge Bulls. We're underway at the rinks. 45 minutes to see who gets the edge in this series. Contested right away as the puck will go back and forth off the wall, past the blue line. The Sharks deny and skate forward instantly. Bobinski getting it up the right side, twirling down to the circle, feeding it out in front, and the first shot on goal. They score! It hit the back, and just like that, the Sharks light the lamp and take a 1-0 lead. Blink and you miss it. It was in and out of the net in a second. Taking a look at that slow-mo replay, you can see it, I think, just barely hit. Good work from Wally Mitchell to get that shot. 1-0 for the Sharks. Now Smithtown Hauppauge, they got to reset. That was blistering pace right there. First shot of the game, first goal, just like that. Bulls trying to break it out of their own end. They'll take a hit in the process. They'll keep going north, though. Chipping in deep was number 18, Luke Anderson. He has 2 playoff points himself. Anderson, 28 in the regular season. Anderson trying to feed it towards the blue line. It goes past his entire roster and all the way down. Obviously, no icing. Troy will come back for it. Looking for a pass over to Hauppauge. He'll twist it around the boards. Getting it up and out was Anderson. Of course, 2 Andersons on this team. Number 18, Luke Anderson. Number 97, Ryan Anderson. Back for the Sharks. They'll backpedal in the neutral zone. A pass forward will get onto the tape. Mortarello trying to get it past the blue line, but he was stood up. Luke Anderson will flip it high into the neutral zone. Sharks take it back. Dumping it into the right wing corner. Clements will chase after it. Bulls have some time and space. They get it forward to McNamara. On the backhand, he'll send it deep. Krakow will chase after it. Won't get there in time. Icing called and enforced. 13:23 to play in the first period. Again, we got a 1-0 lead. I'm still caught up on that. I'm sure a couple of the Bulls players are, but none of the players on the ice can afford to be caught up on that first goal. Draw one back to the blue line. Tapped around the boards. The Sharks look for some zone to work. Babinski puts it around to the opposite side. Fed back towards the crease, but a little bit below the apron. Marisi applying the pressure. Forces it down low once more. The Sharks setting up a cycle to pass the blue line. Held in. Shot taken. Deflected off a stick. High bounce into the left wing corner. Sawicki looking for Babinski. Gets it to him in the right corner. Babinski circles it around. Back to Sawicki. None of these passes are going to the center of the ice. We could see it right here. Elevated and behind the goal. That shot definitely had some life on it. Smithtown Hauppauge still battling for this clear as the puck will get tied up in the left corner. Krakow kicks it loose. Marisi has it. He gets laid into the boards, and the Bulls do clear off of that, so job was done. Reedy coming forward, not able to stop the puck's momentum at the end boards. It does come around him. Rinfus trying to hold it there, does get it back to Reedy. Walking at the blue line, his pass slightly broken up by Babinski. It still gets in deep. 12-12 to play in the first period. Here comes the Sharks the other way. Babinski with it again. 2 playoff points for him. In on net. Babinski a shot. Rebound in the crease, and it's cleared aside. 3 minutes gone by in the first now. The captain, Nick Rinfus, chasing after it. Comes back to Cummings. He'll fire at the length of the ice in deep. Into the neutral zone. Cummings with time. Floats it on net. Puck will stay alive. Dropped out of the glove. Masson looks to the far point. Is chipped back into center ice. Smithtown Hauppauge now looking a little bit more comfortable. Cummings will load up and once again fire it in. The Sharks will continue to keep it going. They don't want to take these pauses. D'Amico pressured. Masson had a chance to clear. Instead, it's Cummings to hold it once more. Cummings keeps it alive. A second time shot deflected. Still out in the crease. No secondary shot was taken. And now the Sharks have some room. Tap pass in the center of the ice. Allows her some speed. Taken past the blue line. Rayleigh was leveled. Rinfus shimmying up the left side. He'll send it off a seam. That deflected on net. Could have been dangerous. Luckily for the Sharks, no one was in that territory. Derrico giving it off to his defense. Troy will send it the length of the ice for an icing. It will come back to his end because of it. Approaching about 5 minutes gone by in this first period. 1-0 the score for ESM. Now, in the pregame, if you had some sharp ears, you will have heard ESM 18-1-1. That means they have 1 loss in regulation, obviously, and 1 draw. That loss in regulation, you may ask? Well, it was to the Bulls. On November 22nd, Smithtown Hauppauge beat ESM 6-2. That's their 1 regulation loss and their only loss of this season. So ESM has a little bit of a bone to pick right now. Puck out in front. That could have been dangerous. Troy after it in the corner. He'll reverse it to the other side. Sawicki will hold it in off the boards. some fake pressure from Troy. He was the one tapping his stick, trying to force a back pass out of ESM. They didn't fall for that. No trickery here just yet, as that puck was almost tricked into the back of the net. Babinski will hold it alive, rotating it down low again. 9:50 to play in the first period. Troy will look for a clearing zone. It's instantly blocked down, swept towards the center of the ice, and now the Bulls will clear. Potential breakaway coming. Derrico trying to get to after the puck first, was beaten to the punch. Sawicki, left circle, plays it towards the net, kicked aside by Serpico. In the corner, the Bulls control, flip it towards the blue line and pass. Helbig, haven't said his name just yet, but he's on the ice right now in the right circle, wearing number 29. Again, 45 goals in the regular season, 3 points in the playoffs. Here he comes, and then the puck ripped off his stick right away. Might have jinxed him right there. Babinski back in center ice, will feed it to Helbig. Nice chip and chase, and then it gets once again taken away. The Bulls playing stout defense on him so far. Marisi had his stick tied up, wasn't able to do much with it because of it. Helbig will take it back, trying to split the D, and then instantly leveled. Nick Rinfus finds control. Rinfus now with some speed, past the blue line. McNamara off to his left, goes to the left, operating in his shadow, and wasn't able to get the puck over to his leading point producer because of it. McNamara still gets his touch, putting it out in front. Rinfus looking for a shot. It's covered up, and we will pause with 8:34 remaining in the first period. If you were a little late to tune in, I don't blame you. It was the Sharks scoring in the first 30 seconds of play. A wild goal started off. It was, I believe, went in 5-hole. I watched the replay in halftime speed. Couldn't completely tell how the puck went in. But hey, it got past Serpico. Still counts all the same. Clements into the corner, doing battle against Cummings. The Bulls get the better of them right there. A pass to Reedy, intercepted at center ice. Sharks have been on their toes to start just about every play. They're getting the small details, and a turnover at the end boards. Clements instantly pushed against the end wall, and the Bulls can look for another clear. Ryan offsides, needs to touch up. Now his team is offsides, so we will get a face-off from center ice because of it. So line changes coming out for both sides. As we get a momentary hush at the rinks. Won't last for long as we're back underway. Puck brought down the right side. Looking to see if the referees were going to give any penalties out there. No, we'll stay 5 apiece, and a breakaway potentially upcoming. Ryan hustling back towards it. We'll get to the puck first. Has say over its fate, and he says go back to center ice. Babinski looking for a move. Loses it out to Luke Anderson. With some space, Anderson plays it around Babinski, blows the tire, but still gets the puck in deep. Masson playing it to the far wall. Given a cross back to Babinski. He'll take it into his own end to settle things down. Instantly pressured, Babinski twirls. In some dangerous real estate, but as long as he has the puck, it doesn't matter. Chip in chase. Babinski now past the blue line. Through a couple of players, then had it poked off his stick. Back to Luke Anderson. Shimmying over to the right. Had it stripped away. The Sharks pass the blue line once more, and once more lose the puck. Masson wasn't able to hold on for too long, with 4 blue shirts barreling on top of him. Luke Anderson had himself a good shift so far. Will go off with that most recent dump attempt. At the very least, he gave his team a very easy time clearing, as the puck will be deflected into the Bulls bench. We'll get a face-off from that left dot in center ice. 6:40 to play in the first period. If you had a parlay on a goal in the first minute, congratulations, you won. I would also ask you how you found a parlay for Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Shot taken, snapped off a stick and high into the net. We'll do it again, this time from the Shark zone. Off the tie-up. Derrico winning it back. Troy, a shot almost deflected. Arbach got his wood at least in the general vicinity of Troy's shot. We'll do it again. Derrico back to the dot. Derrico once again winning it back to Troy with space. His shot blocked out in front. Rebound still loose in the crease. Bouncing around and it somehow won't go in. Fed back to the blue line and through the skates, coming all the way down to Serpico. The Sharks getting the better of that exchange. Not a comfortable one though. Troy firing it towards center ice. The Bulls with some room to work. I say that they instantly lose possession. Catching the Bulls in a change as well. Rayleigh was looking to get it broken down. Instead, Ryan Anderson comes away with it. He's bumped around, loses it. Back to Serpico. He'll tap it aside. A D-to-D pass. Morrissey controls. He'll flip it back the other way. Sharks with an aggressive forecheck right there, sending two men completely past the blue line, then loading up at the red line. McNamara through some contact. Skate to stick. McNamara, a dangle on the backhand. A shot. He scores! Liam McNamara makes it a 1-all game. As we will take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. McNamara doing this all himself. The backhand shovel shot is good. Everything he needed and more. You can see him getting a little hyped. He knows how important that is for his team. All of a sudden, that first 30-second goal doesn't mean squat. Right back at it. The Bulls bringing it into the offensive side. Rinfis through some trouble, getting it wrapped around down low. McNamara will hound after the puck along the boards. Sharks get to it first, though, and wheel it back the other way. Hellbig through some contact, joined by Babinski. That's a dangerous combination right there, but the Bulls won't even let them have a say at it. Pass back to McNamara. A little bit to the right of him comes to Babinski. He'll dump it in. Serpico steering it aside. Now Hellbig will get a touch. Instantly knocked off the puck. Rinfist has it in his mitts and finds McNamara with some space, cutting past the blue line, looking for a saucer pass to a couple of players streaking in on net. It was broken up and finds its way to Jake Ryan. Ryan looking to send it past the blue line, held up instantly by Masson. Turnover, Rinfist down low, his shot eaten up, stays alive in the corner. Ryan back to Rinfist, who got slammed into the boards and then rotated around past Reedy. Should go down for an icing. Did have enough speed. The puck was rolling on edge. Definitely slows it down a little bit. Bulls have to start feeling really good about this period. Again, you're a mental error potentially away from being up 1-0. I don't know if that's exactly what you would call that first 30-second goal. Krikow wins it back to the half wall. Coming away with it is Reedy. Snapping it on net. It goes too high. Plucking it off the boards is Ryan. He rotates it down low. The Bulls looking to play perimeter towards the house. The pass towards the slot was actually kind of deflected towards the circle instead. Couple players come together. Sharks get the better of the exchange. Ryan on the backhand, throws it towards the blue line, just dribbling past. Reedy doing a little extra work to make sure his team gets the clear. Instantly back in. Clements with the pressure. Won't get the opportunity to lay a hit into the boards. His team breaking up the play, though, maybe for the Bulls. They do get back and clear. Ryan Anderson doing a good job right there. Make that Krikow, actually. (1-1) the score, 3:20 to play in the first. Sharks have some momentum that they're building right now in center ice. Pass over, room to shoot. Serpico, the original save. It's bouncing around still. Hellbig gets onto it, pulled down. Sharks wanted the call, they won't get anything. Centering bid, tapped out in front. Babinski almost had that in, but it's covered up by Serpico. He'll go belly flopping onto the puck. Troy rims it around, reaches the far point, held in. Shot played towards the net, still loose out in front. Bulls find it. Question is, can they get the clear? Answer appears to be yes. Troy kicks it off his skate, gives the puck away. Sharks look to build some momentum through the neutral zone, but find nothing. McNamara has it go through his skate over to Hellbig. Oh, he could have held on to that puck and got in on net all by himself. But hey, all cede to the wisdom of the 45 goal scorer in the regular season. Sharks put it down in front, cleared away by Troy, and the net came off its moorings. Was kicked loose a couple of times by Serpico before the referees caught on to it. So we'll reset that on the ice and take another face-off from the Bulls' end. Sawicki on the drop, will tap it ahead. Morrissey to it first. Puts it off the wall, not out. Morrissey finds it again, fumbles it. Hellbig has it, that's not good. At the goal line, centering bid broken up. Back to the blue line, straight away. Good moves from Masson, finding some more room. His shot, glove down by Serpico. Off the draw, the puck will find its way onto Ryan Anderson's tape. Anderson will flip it into the right wing corner, setting up a chip and chase. Troy looked like he was going to be the first one onto it, but it eludes him, comes back to center ice. Bulls have to reset. Both forwards twirl around. Now Anderson gets going. Auerbach, the man joining him. Sawicki taps it back below his goal line. Anderson with the quick pressure. Gives it back over. Auerbach, a pass through the center of the zone. Comes over. Bobinski fires it the length of the ice. Down, and an icing enforced by the referees. Colson Bobinski, 14 goals, 10 points, 14 goals, 10 assists, 24 points, 2 playoff goals. Those are both of his points. I feel like I was saying his name pretty much every other minute at the start of this game. That trend has faded a little bit since then. But he can obviously be one of the players that immensely impacts this 3-game series. McNamara from an angle, favorable one for him, but couldn't snap it into the top left. Obviously a far side shot from the left circle, not exactly the easiest thing to do. So Rinfus will take this face-off. McNamara lining up right behind him. Off the draw, puck is loose. Rinfus tapping at it in a sea of Sharks right now who will play it below their goal line. Rinfus gets a turnover, looking for someone, gives it down low. Bulls with options. Passo McNamara didn't rip the shot. Less than a minute to play in the first period. 1-1 the score. McNamara, the man, just touched the puck. Also scored the goal for Smithtown Hauppauge. Sharks looking for their lead back. Shot straight away from the slot is denied by Serpico. In the corner, a couple of players jockeying for it there. Martirello twists it around. Now in the left corner, it's held up. Pass back to the point. Sharks now with an angle ripped off the stick. I think McNamara got a piece of it. Didn't clear the zone, though. Once again, held in at the far point. Rinfus looking for a bump. Now the pass over to McNamara actually gets through him, and instead to Anderson. Up the left side. Anderson, what can you do? Out in front. Shot. They score! Nick Rinfus gets it done. His first point of the playoff. Finds goal number 2 for the Bulls. As we take a replay of that, little late on it, but you can see the celebration and just the very end of Rinfus getting that shot off. 2-1 the score. 7.7 seconds remain in the first period. Off the draw, Krikow can't get it. The Sharks, can you do anything with 5 seconds? Martirello trying his best, getting into the slot, but no shot available for him. We'll go into the first period intermission with a 2-1 lead for the Bulls, and we'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. As we return for the second period, it was the Sharks that got us going. It was the Bulls that found the next two, and Smithtown Hauppauge have a 2-1 lead because of it. Sticks tapping on the wall. That's a sign that we're going to get going. Puck dropped here for the second period at the rinks on the LI Sports Network. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell on the camera. He'll be your cameraman for all three games if the third game is necessary, so you have him to thank for all of these wonderful shots and replays. 20 seconds gone by in the second period, the Sharks possessing for that entire time. Puck then bounces off the wall to Troy. He'll reverse it around the boards on the near side, held in at the point. Shot snapped, blocked out in front. Bulls get it back and now can clear. McGregor had to go through his skate. He falls to the ground. This could be danger. Troy getting to it, looking to feed it through the slot, instead hits it off the apron. At the far side, Sawicki will try to play it through. Troy gets back to it, down low to Krakow. He rides his man into the corner, digging at it in his feet. Comes over, Sharks find it. Babinski, saucer pass ahead for McGregor. Now he's breaking through. Make it Hellbig. His shot going a little too high. Getting a piece of that might have been Serpico. Hellbig streaking in on your net. That's not something you want to think about. Krakow in the left circle. A backhander through. I think Troy might have had a good bit at that. Reedy now out in front on his backhand, redirecting the puck. It goes wide to the right. Shot for Troy. Missed wide to the right. Anderson, out in front. That could have been an Anderson to Anderson connection, I believe. Check that, make it Derrico on the feed. Bulls bring it back into their own ends. Arbach looking for the tap into center ice. Does get it there. Derrico feeding it out in front. Anderson almost got a stick on it. He was looking to redirect it 5-hole. Derrico will line up. Arbach directly behind him. Not going to win the draw. Puck gets put up against the boards and passed. Clements past the blue line, loses it. Bulls recovering a back pass to the defense, gives it for Morrissey with some room. Ahead for Arbach. He sweeps it, far side. Ryan Anderson trying for a skill move, denied on it. Derrico on the reset, he gains the zone. Derrico losing it instantly. Rayleigh gives it away. Bulls looking to dump. Waiting for everyone to get onsides. Arbach, I think, was a hair off. That's what delayed everyone by a second. Anderson wasn't able to get on the forecheck quick enough, so it comes back to Morrissey. He'll tap it off the boards. Stepping up in the neutral zone of the Sharks. They'll get it in deep. Chasing after is Arbach. He'll get it with a little bit of time. Nice move right there for Arbach. Then sending it through the slot. Eventually intercepted. Now the Sharks find something. Waiting to see how this one breaks out. It looks like the Sharks will be the one taking the penalty. I got confused for a second, hence my hesitation. I thought that was going to be a penalty on Smithtown Hauppauge. But obviously the reason that Serpico didn't even try for the save is because he knew his team was about to go to the power play. So for the next 2 minutes, we'll have 5-on-4 for the Bulls as they had tried to extend their lead to 3-1. Off the draw, puck rims around to the near side. Derrico trying to pinch in, but it gets past him. Cummings in the neutral zone, flips it to the far side. McNamara. Ahead to Derrico again. Off his tape a little forward. Recovers. Derrico now with some room to scan. Finds Cummings at the blue line. A little bit past him, but he does get onto it. McNamara. Over. Derrico. Right circle. His shot saved. .134 left on the penalty. This is a little bit of a cleaner setup. Cummings straight away, passing it back over to the right. Into the bumper position, back to Derrico. His shot saved again. Bulls fans liking what they're seeing right now. I don't blame them. Luke Anderson on the dot this time, tries to get it back to Cummings. Great hold in for Cummings. He walks down. Now on the drop pass. Over to Derrico. Over to McNamara on the far side. Back into the bumper position. It comes to Derrico. He feeds it straight away. Cummings, quick tap. Derrico on the one-timer, making McNamara, setting it net front in the crease. Puck still loose, and then the referees will shut it down. Some pushing and shoving, that is to be expected. Got a battle for every inch here in the finals. Face-off, one in control by the Sharks. They'll send it down the ice. It was dangerously bouncing on Serpico. Probably made me a little bit more nervous than it made him. Derrico with a nice move in his own end. Coming forward now. Derrico up the left side, flying off the wall. Derrico to the goal line, putting it out in front. McNamara has it on his forehand, gets tripped up. Call from the referees is upcoming. We're going to go 5-on-3. Five on three for 35 seconds, thanks to Liam McNamara. Bulls on a precipice of a 3-1 lead. Face-off, one back, Cummings feeds it, left circle, tapped out in front, redirected, Rinfus was denied. Loading up again with Rinfus at the goal line. He controls back to Cummings. I think net is off the moorings. Net is far off its moorings. Rinfus on to the face-off. Players tied up. Sharks look like they have it. Played towards the blue line and, luckily for them, pass. Krikow recovers at the blue line. Denied and back into the neutral zone. Now for some space, the Bulls break in. Loading up for a shot. Blocked out in front. Loose in the slot. Bulls trying to find it. Rinfus sweeps at it and then poked in. Great play from Cummings. Now out in front. Krikow back in. Scores! 3-1 Bulls on the power play. As we'll take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. Question is, did that first power play expire? Regardless, it's 3 unanswered for the Bulls. It looks like the 5-on-3 did expire. That's the silver lining for the Sharks. At the very least, they don't have to kill off another 5-on-4 on top of this. They can try to get back into this game at 5-on-5. Face-off tied up. Flip to the Sharks. Rayleigh shimmying up the right side, and we're going to get another penalty. Rayleigh drawing the penalty right there, so we'll go to 5-on-4, this time for the Sharks to work. Face-off, one back to the blue line. Babinski sets it up, right circle, over to the left, seam pass, the shot, they score! Top left corner. Clinical work for the Sharks, and it's a 3-2 game on the power play. As you can see the replay right there, as we'll come back to live, a new game in front of us. Smithtown Hauppauge, they're banging the sticks again. They're trying to keep the momentum on their side. Back-to-back power play goals for these sides. Message from the coaches has to be stay out of the box. Keep this to a 5-on-5 game. The Bulls outscoring the Sharks 2-1 at even strength. Hellbig putting it into the center of the rink. Krikow gets a touch to the opposite side, now over-skated and lost out. We're approaching the halfway point in this game. By the time we get there, we could be tied. Who knows? Krikow. Elusive to the goal line, sending it towards the slot and completely through. No one was there for the Bulls. As the puck will deflect out of play, that was dangerous. Good dodge from the ESM coaching staff. We'll go back to play in the neutral zone. Face-off instantly won back by the Sharks. Their fans urging them to just continue to shoot. Hey, it worked out for them on the power play. McGregor will start his back pedal. Fans on his pass. Rinfus will take it. Rinfus has some speed into the right circle. He lost his handle just a little bit. Keep your eye on the net. It looked like it almost came off right there. The Bulls played over. Morrissey, far point. Rims it around. McNamara chasing after it. Instead, he'll let Nick Rinfus come onto it. His shot from the right circle easily denied and played away. Sharks controlling their own end. McGregor rims it. Finding Clements. Now ahead. Sharks lining up for a shot. Serpico is saved. Rayleigh got decent amount of speed on it. McNamara. Let's see what he can do. Right circle. McNamara with some room. His shot. He scores! An impossible angle for Liam McNamara. It's 4-2 Bulls. 20 goals in the regular season. You want to see why? It's right here. Where was there empty space to shoot at for Liam McNamara? I could look at it for 100 days and I wouldn't find it. 4-2 the score. 8:01 to play in the second period. I'm going to be thinking about that goal when I go to sleep tonight. There's no way I'll get that one off my mind. That's an impossible shot from Liam McNamara. Babinski trying to get his team back into this. Remember, I said at the beginning of the first period, he was stellar. Has to continue to be so. Chasing after a loose puck in front. Babinski, oh, he almost got a feed right there. I think I almost spoke that into existence. He'll chase after, hounding the puck into the left wing quarter. Gets bumped off his mark. There is a Bulls mascot in front of me. Wally, can we get a shot of the Bulls mascot when you get a chance? 7:28 to play in the second period. Hellbig tried for a centering pass. In the neutral zone. Sawicki on the reload. Hellbig gets it back. He hasn't had a ton of impact this game so far. It's inevitable. He will at some point. Babinski prevents the dump and attempt from the Bulls. Sawicki looking to chase after it. Played past him. Krikow controls. Krikow flips it in. Tap pass around the boards. Babinski accidentally playing it into one of the blue shirts. That's Reedy down there. Reedy onto it. Can't control it. Comes back to Troy. Holds in at the blue line. Tapping it back towards the offensive end, but instantly spit right back at him. 4-2 the score. Liam McNamara with 2 goals by himself. Ryan Anderson. Pass out in front. Derrico on a hard angle as well. He looked that one make do. Anderson. Couldn't corral the puck right there. A stretch pass. That was almost Babinski streaking in on net. Arbach overskates it. Babinski now with room. Up the left side, past the blue line, he'll just sweep it ahead off the backhand. Looks like he'll go off for a change with less than 6 minutes to play in the second. Bulls hemmed in for now, but you can't keep that up for long. Breakout, nice 1-2 through the neutral zone. Derrico, he has some momentum. Derrico on the feed, shot taken, save made. .541 left in the second period. Rinfus comes in for the draw. In the right dot. Lining up for a shot from the slot. Save made. Luke Anderson had a little bit too much room to operate with right there. Anderson now jousting forward along the boards. McGregor will come for it. His pass doesn't make it very far as Rinfus was there as the backstop. He'll put it around the boards, dribbling back for Raley. Rinfus onto him, knocks him down. Sharks take it away again, flip it towards the blue line, and it's cleared. Puck exchanges hands a couple of times. Looks like Raley will get the better of all of it. Giving a pass over for Martorello. He loses it now. Here comes Anderson, dragging around McGregor, giving it off. Pass to the front, intercepted by the Sharks. Martorello trying to beat out this icing. He can't, so we'll get another pause with 4:50 to play in the second period. Krikow on the draw, winning it back to the blue line. Ryan, a snapshot broken up as soon as he let it fly. Comes to Reedy, a nifty tap pass, gets to Krikow, back to Reedy, in the circle, his shot, broken up in front. Honestly, the deflection was almost as dangerous as the initial shot. Agavino tried for a centering bid. Puck bouncing around, comes to the blue line straight away, snap back on net, it's wide to the left. Cummings picks it off the boards. He tries for a centering bid. Gets it to Krikow. Dives above the goal line. Back to Ryan. A shot driven on net. Deflected through too many skates. It caroms to the near boards once more. Reedy keeps this play going this time. Krikow flying after it. Trying to get the pressure instead. Helbig gets it, and he'll instantly pass it off. Babinski into the one-on-one. Pulling up on his skates and falling down. Keeps the play going with the pass to Helbig. Ripped off his stick. Babinski trying to cover it, can't. Past the blue line, Sharks have to reset. A dumping attempt blocked by the referee on the far point. Sharks still get the snapshot off, and Serpico sends that high into the ceiling for a pause. Over half of this game gone. 18:45 remain. 2 goals is definitely doable for the Sharks. Question is, can they? Clements getting it down low. Sharks looking to jip and jive. Find a pass towards the center of the ice. Instead, they feed it to McGregor. Has trouble handling it. Broken away. This is going to be a one-on-one in on net. Luke Anderson, what do you have in you? This shot on the forehand. They score! Anderson gets it done. It's a 5-3 lead on the breakaway. Anderson, from such an awkward angle, somehow finds that 5-hole. Hard to hold both the Andersons off the board in any game, regardless of if it's the playoffs, regardless of if it's the finals. If you recall to the varsity finals, St. Anthony's won game 1, lost game 2, won game 3. Now, not that that's going to be the same case here, but it definitely helps you to win the first game. A reverse sweep would feel nice for the Sharks, but I'm sure a 2-0 victory would feel even better as a bold charge straight into D'Amico. That will send him down to the ice. Gets up quickly. Looks to be okay. Just a little bit more snow on his jersey. 2:40 to play in the second period. It's a 3-goal lead for the Bulls, the biggest of the game. As hitting continues, we have a couple of players down behind the play. As we will step aside for a quick medical timeout here on the LI Sports Network. As we return to live right now, it appears one Shark is in the box. So as it stands, it would be a Smithtown Hauppauge power play, up by 3 with 2:33 to play in the second period. Now the referees could have a little bit further deliberation to see if we get a second penalty, but it looks like it will just be that 5-on-4. Now, Smithtown Hauppauge skating to their own end. Obviously, that would be indicative of continuing at 5-on-5, the face-off in the neutral zone. So I think that's what it's going to end up becoming. So it looks like we have a misconduct, and that's the reason someone's sitting on the bench for the Sharks. And we'll stay 5-on-5 here at the rinks. The Bulls trying to hang on to this 3-goal lead. Masson bringing it forward quickly. His momentum broken up when he got to that bottom of the left circle. 2-minute warning coming up here in the second period. 17 minutes left to play in regulation. Masson, dangerous in the slot, jiving back to his left, then had it poked off his stick. Good play from Derrico. Puck up for grabs along the boards. The big body of Babinski tries to play it in a little bit deeper. Getting some support now from Hellbig. Babinski and Hellbig in a 2-on-2 in the corner. All of them ramming their bodies towards the puck. Hellbig digs it out. Now looking, wrapping around the far side. Comes in from a different angle instead and fires it high off the forehand. Bulls find it. Flip it ahead. They'll get to the puck first. It's Auerbach, number 66, who pulls up onto it. Instantly pressured by Masson. Once again, it's a puck battle. Down low, Anderson looking for the short angle shot and can't get it to go. My jaw would have dropped if we saw a second one of those in this game. Babinski off the far boards, instantly pressured. Pass out in front from the left circle. The shot flutters a little too high. 60 seconds to play in the second period. Pass comes back to Krekap. He'll hold in at the blue line. Takes a shot off his teammate. Deflects into the corner once more. There to battle for it is Troy. Cummings playing oversight at the near point to make sure he can hold it in. Instead, Auerbach will come away with it. Stripped off his stick by Masson. The back pass to Cummings. Winds up for a drive, and it's saved out in front. Pressure continues. Krickow not afraid to throw around his weight. Gets some support. Auerbach dancing on the goal line. Check that. Anderson there with it. Anderson knocked to the ground, and a penalty upcoming. So 27 seconds left in the second period. We'll have 5-on-4 upcoming for the Bulls, more than likely extending into the third. If not, it would be a 4-goal lead and a mountain to climb for the Sharks. Krickow starting off with the draw. Wins it over to the corner, comes back to Ryan, holds in at the blue line. Ryan dancing left, flipping it over towards the corner. Babinski the first one to it, throws it off the boards and out. Cummings wasn't able to handle the puck. He'll circle into his own zone. 9 seconds left. Trying to find some kind of an angle. The pass to Reedy. He dances through some sticks. Reedy still on it, getting through traffic, then giving it up. Cummings for a drive. It will be well off to the right, and we'll end 30 minutes with a 5-2 Smithtown Hauppauge lead and be back for the third in just a minute here on the LI Sports Network. Third period about to get started. 1 minute and 33 seconds still on the power play for the Bulls. 15 minutes for regulation. Off the draw, the Bulls carry it past the blue line. McNamara holding up at the near point. Gives it over. Cummings down low at the goal line. Bulls taking this with a methodical approach. McNamara back to the blue line. Pass to his right. Cummings straight away. Gives it over to the right circle. Derrico trying for a centering bit on the backhand. Broken up. Comes back up the wall. Cummings giving it down low to the goal line. Bulls hold there for a second. Derrico. Cummings. Shot taken. Rebound. They score! Off the deflection, make it 6 for the Bulls. And they're trying to put away game one. Tying it up with a bow real nice. You can see the initial drive, you can see the rebound, and you can definitely see the puck hit the back of the net. Just like that, 6-3. Excuse me, 6-2. Got ahead of myself there. As we come back to live from center ice, Babinski has a whole hill to climb to get his team back into this. Sharks don't belong on land anyways. Babinski, a pass. Helbig with some room. His shot will whistle through the crease. Comes around, kept alive, and redirected back on net, but shut down. D'Amico not able to find the angle, and Serpico will now cover up. Sharks are going to come in for some changes. Face-off seems to be controlled by the Bulls, but they can't clear. Shot, blocker save, Serpico tracking it as it bounces around right in front of him. Still loose in so many sticks. Babinski got a whack at it, but it comes over to the left wing corner. Back to the blue line. Sharks are buzzing right now, but it's instantly taken away, and the Bulls could be into a breakaway right here. Coming back onto it, the lone man is D'Amico. Bulls trying to get the shot off. It will go wide to the right, and we get some jousting behind the play. Referees will blow the whistle, and we probably have some penalties upcoming. So we have offsetting penalties here. We'll stay at 5 aside. Off the draw, Renfis battling for it, gets it back to McNamara, sends it to the left circle. Played off the wall, but not out. The Sharks have a second opportunity at it, and this time they will clear, thanks to Masson. McNamara does recover. Nice drag move, a pass ahead. Now the Bulls with numbers streaking in on net. A flip pass, McNamara out in front, fans on the shot. That pass knocked down by Anderson. Can't hold it in, though. Wheels around quickly and past the blue line. Dancing dangerously there, and it will get forced out. The Bulls reset. Rifled in towards the net. Stopped up at the goal line. A couple minutes gone by here in the third period. Penalties continue to be called. McNamara, a shot ripped wide to the left. Rebound, not on goal either. Now the Sharks find some room. Ahead. Enough back checks were there for the blue shirts. Here comes McNamara with room and speed. McNamara weaving off to the right, dropping it. Renfis, a shot saved, looking for his rebound. It's knocked quickly off his stick, sent down the length of the ice. Referees should blow the whistle for this, and they will. Derrico to the dot. Can't win it off. Babinski gets the better of him. Cummings trying to prevent the clear. On his backhand, he whacks at it. Now getting tied up. No penalties called there. 3 minutes gone by in the third period. Puck goes through the skates of Anderson. Sawicki tries to sweep it in. Does get it down to the goal line. Hellbig setting up on the forecheck. Puck quickly rotated away from him. Derrico has it with speed. Up the left side, flips it to the opposite corner. Referee's not going to call an icing there as there was enough room to play it for Logan McGregor. Rotates it quickly. Here's Babinski. Hellbig trailing behind him. Babinski on the chip and chase looking for where Hellbig is. Those two a dynamic duo. Babinski wrapping around. Hellbig twirling. Finds it out in front. No one was there for the Sharks. Reedy. Now Arbach dicing to Anderson with room. Saucing it back to Anderson. That was a great feed. To the blue line, mishandled. The later this game gets, the worse it looks for the Sharks. They need to find some offense and find it quickly. They have not scored a goal since that power play, I believe, coming late in the first period. Hellbig. To the slot, Sawicki with some room up the right side. Not able to do anything with it. Cummings was right in front of him, and now he'll give it ahead for Arbach. Pulls up, looking for Anderson, fires it past the blue line instead. Smithtown Hauppauge have to reset. Anderson, the last man to check up. He looks a little limp heading over towards the bench. An awkward stride Have to keep my eye on that. Again, Ryan Anderson, 2 playoff points, 27 points in the regular season, an important part of this Bulls team. Reedy, skate to stick, jousting. Masson gets the better of him. Now the puck is loose down below the end boards. Pass out in front, and a shot saved. Krakow was looking for a goal right there. Krakow getting his stick completely caught. Bulls not able to win the face-off as the puck is shimmied up the right wall. Now ahead for Rayleigh. Given back to Marisi. A whack, and now we'll get a penalty, probably called on slashing. That'll go against Christian Agavino. Does lead the team in penalties in minutes, so that is fitting. So the Sharks will go to the power play with 9:40 to play in the third. Face off, one back to the blue line, flipped over to Babinski with room. He winds up for a shot and Serpico makes the save. Pass to the blue line. Sharks with room. Straight away. Snapped on net. Serpico found it. Redirects it to the corner. Here's Helbig. Saucing it over to Babinski, but past the blue line. 9:14 to play in the third period. 1:33 in the power play. Helbig on the reset. Swept at, and it will be called offsides against the Sharks. Luke Anderson quick to fire at the length of the ice. Exactly what you do want to do on the PK. Luke Anderson has had himself a nice game as he'll chase after the puck, almost chipping it away from Babinski. Does at least break up his momentum, so he pulls up to the far point and then sends it off the glass and around. Sharks trying to hold in as the puck works back to Babinski. A backhander will send it to Sawicki. Ridden into the boards by 2 different players. They all try to spear it away from the skates. Coming loose. Bulls not able to clear. Babinski there as the backstop with room. The shot. Bar down. No good. On the rebound. Still loose. And Rinfus finds it. The Bulls avoid giving up a goal right there. Babinski says he's not done with possession yet, though. Masson again on the shot. This time a clean glove save from Serpico. .8:16 in regulation, 36 seconds on the power play. An important draw coming up for the Sharks. Every second is valuable. Puck down low to the goal line, takes an awkward bounce off the goal itself. Cummings trying to clear, Masson says no. Passes out the blue line, available for the Sharks. Instead it's a seam. Helbig with room, dancing down. His shot ramps off a stick and out of play. The Bulls showing how it's done on the PK. Another shot snapped. Serpico, what do you know? Another glove save. We'll do it again from the same dot. Masson once again holding it in. Poke checks thrown towards his wrist. He stays strong through all of it. 8 seconds left. Masson trying to dance. It's intercepted. Bulls are going to come away 2-on-1. Can they find the dagger right here? Up 6-2. Pass out in front. And the shot fanned on by Ryan Anderson. Give and back over the Sharks. At the bare minimum for the Bulls, they go back to 5-on-5, still holding on to their 4-goal lead. Sharks looking to change that. Masson took a sharp angle shot. It was down low and easily saved by Serpico. Now loose in the corner. Clements rotates it around. Puck passed ahead and going very slowly through that snow over at the benches. That's where it's going to die the quickest. We're halfway through this third period, a little bit under that. Clements gets it ripped off his stick. Back to him, though, on a nifty little seam pass. Troy. He'll try it through the middle of his own end, finding enough space, and now Anderson takes it past the blue line. Anderson flipping it out in front. Puck loose, and now the net is off its moorings. Referee's not calling it just yet. I don't know if they see it. I definitely see it. It's a little bit dislodged. Still comes back. Rayleigh will keep this play going. Now over to Troy with some space. Troy looking for an angle, blocked by Masson. Anderson onto it. He'll joust for it. His backhander swept at it, didn't make enough contact, and the Sharks can't clear. Troy keeps it